If you're thinking about moving to Dallas, Texas, and you want to just know what one of the best places in the city to spend a day, or even if you are just looking for an opportunity to come and visit for a weekend, then you have to check out Klyde Warren Park. It is one of my favorite places, favorite locations in the city, and it's just an interesting concept that the city of Dallas has done. And there's a lot of local attractions and things like that where people enjoy some time. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. We're going to be talking about Klyde Warren Park, which is located right in the heart of downtown Dallas. It's become really one of the top main destinations in the city for people that are traveling into the city, as well as the local residents that are here. There's just so much to do that's located right there close to Klyde Warren Park, and it's just one of those places where you can go, you can spend the day, you have access to food trucks, things like that. There are restaurants that are around, and really what it is a park that was built on top of a freeway. So Dallas got really creative with using the space, and they put it on park right on top of the freeway. And so now you have access to basically built a space that wasn't even there, and they made it into something that all of the community can enjoy. It is located just very, very close to Uptown Dallas, which we'll be covering in another video. And what Uptown Dallas has is what's called the M-Line trolley, and the M-Line trolley will take you around Dallas. It's kind of one of those old school trolley systems, train systems that you can jump on. It's free. Of course, you can tip the drivers and things like that, but it will take you around and drop you off at different spots. And Klyde Warren Park is one of those places where you can potentially jump on the M-Line trolley there in Uptown or West Village, and then it'll take you to Klyde Warren Park, and you can jump off there, and then you can tour the park. They have lots of different things to do throughout the year, where they'll have, different concerts on the lawn. They'll have different food truck vendors that come on specific days, or you can just walk through the park. They have several different playgrounds where your kids can spend time there. You may see some people throwing a frisbee, or they may be kicking a soccer ball, or tossing a football back and forth to each other. It's just a great space that they made in the heart of downtown Dallas, and it's specifically for the community. There are restaurants that are surrounding there, so if you decide that you want to stop at a restaurant or get something to eat there, you can just literally walk across the street, and there's some really good upscale restaurants that are available to you. In the park, they also have a water feature, and so at various times throughout the year, you will be able to go there, and your kids can get wet, and they can play in the water. They have some fountains and things like that families really enjoy, especially during the summers here in Dallas. If you're not familiar with our weather, we do have some pretty significant heat during the summer, and it's also a humid heat. And so our people that are not used to the humidity here, a refreshing water feature may be something that you would love to be a part of and experience. And so I encourage you to come out, especially during the spring and the summer when they have that feature going, and then you can enjoy yourselves and enjoy your family. You may see some people that are walking their dogs. You may see people that are jogging or just enjoying the outdoor space that Klyde Warren provides. You're also surrounded by high-rise buildings. There are several museums that are really, really close to the Klyde Warren Park. It really makes this part of the city really walkable, and where you can go and have a lot of different experiences all at once without having to travel very far. Now, the one thing about Klyde Warren Park that I will tell you is Dallas did get creative about the space that they gave, but they didn't do that great of a job, in my opinion, on the parking. And so you may have some difficulty finding parking. They do have some parking that are along the streets, but when you have a really big festival or really big event, you're going to have to plan for the parking because there's just not a lot of it. You are able to park along the streets, along the side streets that are there, but it may be a bit of a hike in order for you to get back to the park, which is why we mentioned that M-Line trolley that may be an option where you park your vehicle in parking garage, maybe near West Village, and then you can jump on the M-Line and take it all the way to the park. But just know that the M-Line will do a loop, and there's several different trolleys that will come along the way. And so it may be 45 minutes or you come before you're able to jump on another trolley. So if it's something that you're really wanting to, you need a quick access or you need to get a ride very quickly, then the M-Line probably isn't going to be a good option for you. So just keep that in mind. Another thing that you'll see in the park very, very often is yoga classes. You may see someone that's hosting Zumba yoga. You may see different types of fitness classes that are going on there. That really is very common for that area. And so don't be surprised if that's something that you come across. It's just a really good place where you see people that are wanting to maintain an active lifestyle and an active space that's right within the city. Dallas did a great job of creating that and being able to draw that sort of traffic to the area. And one thing that really stands out to me is really how connected the park is. The park offers free Wi-Fi, which is something that's really interesting. So you may see students that are studying at, one of the tables that are there. You can just go there, sit, and as long as there's a table or a bench that's available, you're welcome to go there and just enjoy that time. So you may see a student that had some headphones on, that's studying for an exam or something like that. They offer free Wi-Fi. You have access to that. So it's just a great space to be able to spend some time, especially on a Friday or Saturday weekend. You can take your family there and really have some fun. One of my favorite things about Klyde Warren Park is really after the sun starts to set. And so really after the sun starts to set, you're able to see the Dallas skyline, able to see that really, really well because you're surrounded by high-rise buildings. Those lights come on and some of the picturesque views that you see in Dallas, you're able to really see those from Klyde Warren Park. And they have several colorful buildings that are just right, very, very near to there. So if you love, social media and Instagram and things like that, then that may be a great place for you to shoot some photos and spend some time with the family and really be able to create some great memories in a space that is very welcome. Dallas in the past really has been known for really having to drive different places to get from one place to another. And so really what they're trying to do with places like Klyde Warren Park is they're wanting to make it a city that's a little bit more walkable, where you don't have to travel, you don't have to get into your car and drive 20 minutes to see something or to be able to have a space where you could spend with your family and you're not having to drive too far out of the city in order to do that. And so Klyde Warren is one of those spaces where they're continuing to develop it, and it's just a great job that the city has done with creating a space that's so inviting and has lots of different things that are right around it for families to enjoy. And within walking distance from Klyde Warren Park, you have many restaurants to choose from, some of which are the Henry, Yardbird, Perry's Steakhouse and Grill, Mi Cocina, Mesomaya. The list really does go on and on as far as the restaurants that you have available to choose from if you decide that you want to spend a day at Klyde Warren Park. So if you all have gotten value from this video, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you if you have visited Klyde Warren Park, what your experience was, and we'll see you at the next video.